For the longest time now, Rust has been on my mind. I have been watching gaming content creators, especially William, Blueprints, HJune, and a lot of other smaller creators, which also deserves a shout out, but I cannot even list them all. Rust has been something that's incredibly drawing to me. I feel like I need to try this game. As a content creator that lives in the survival space, in a survival game that kind of lacks the survival element, I feel like Rust is the right place for me. But I'm 10 years late into the game, and it's maybe too late for me to start. I know I'm going to have a rough start, but I did not know before starting how rough of a start I would have. So in this video, this is me playing Rust for the very first time with 0 hours of experience and getting to maybe a point where I can start playing Rust in the future. I would like to play Rust, but I don't know if it's too late to get started or not. Let's see in this video. I am very new to Rust, so I've joined this server and I've been in love with the idea of Rust. Can I zoom more out? Okay, I cannot. I have been in love with it. Oh, fishing village is all the way up there. Is there anything? I've been in love with the idea of starting Rust, and I think I want to build some sort of base near fishing, because right now I have no idea of how to get all of the things in this game. Can I ping? Like this? Okay, I can ping like this. Also, since this is probably the first time you're here on my channel, my name is Simon, and I am a content creator who mainly had focused on Lego Fortnite. But I wanted to try something else on my channel. I wanted to branch out, and Rust has been really intriguing for me. So I hope that you will support me in this attempt to try something other than Lego Fortnite, and I hope you will support me in my beginning of my Rust journey. Enjoy. It's not a secret that I actually had no idea at this point what I was doing, where I was going, and how to get there. I've just seen in all the Rust creators videos that you need to get bags down, and maybe a lot of it when you start out. So I was lucky that I found some cloth, and now I could craft the bags. But as you can see, I had to learn the controls even, and I didn't even know how to play the game. So maybe starting directly on a PvP server was too much to ask for. Wow, there's a lot of bases here. Oh, there's a horse here. Horse. Ah! I've survived the first encounter with a real player. I found a horse that I did not know how to ride across mountains. And now, after almost dying to a scientist, the radiation poisoning is also getting to me.
Where can I place my bag? Oh. I have no idea how I'm... Okay, I have nothing to eat. I'm probably dead. There's something to eat. Oh, there is a lot of timer on that bag. Okay, what? Why is there nothing to eat? Looks like this base is starting to crumble or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll die going in here. How do I... How do I get up there?
What you don't see here is, at this point, I've spent about 3 hours trying to learn the game. I had no progression, no base, I had no idea what I was doing. The start of this game really shows me why Rust is one of the most refunded games on Steam. It's very, very hard to get into this game. For now, for today, I was done, but I wasn't giving up already. I needed to see if I could actually learn just to play this game a tiny bit. What could I do? Maybe find a server that was maybe somewhat easier, but I had to try again. Remember in the beginning when I said I wanted to build right next to fishing village? It's because I saw a video about how you can turn fish into scrap, and I wanted to learn something on the tech tree. That was my goal. Luckily, I had spawned right next to fishing village. My hope was up that I could just try something in this game. I was farming and I really thought that now I could actually get to build my first base. But time was running out for me because at this point I didn't know how to feed myself in the game. I didn't know any source of food. So my plan here was to get some base down at some place where I could die in peace in the game and I could revive, put it back down, and I had something I could call my very first home in Rust. The hunger has finally taken me. I perished, but I still felt safe. I felt like I was in an area with no other players, so I just waited on my timer and then I got back in the hopes that I could still finish my build to build my first base. At this point, I'm very, very proud to say that I have my first actual base done. Looking back at the footage here, it's just funny to see, because since this video was recorded, I have put in maybe 100 hours extra in the game. My building skills were really lacking, and I didn't even put it back down inside of the base or anything, but it's just fun to look back at. This game is actually super very hard to get started with. But this, what you're watching here, is my very, very first base in the game. Now I wanted to go and I wanted to expand the base into some sort of fishing thing. So my first goals are getting the fishing traps and getting the workbenches and so on my very first base. Also, I still need a source of food in the game, but I spotted a bear earlier. I've never killed a bear before in this game. I never encountered any animal at all in this game. So I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but I just know that I need to get a food source going in the game. Yeah, that wasn't a great idea, attacking the bear like that. So, but it's been quiet around here, so I ventured out and started going to monuments. Looking back at this footage, my mistakes here are super fun to watch. For now, I put down the very first workbench I've ever put down at a game, so I contemplated on what to tech tree down to first. I know I needed something to both farm faster, but I also need a way to kill animals so that I can sustain myself and not die of hunger all the time. By this point, I actually wondered why I haven't seen any players before. I know that I was playing on a very, very low populated server, but I still didn't know why. Like, I felt so alone. So maybe that's a good thing for a new beginner. As you can see, I'm dying to the animals a lot. But soon I will encounter my first real player, and it was a weird experience because I thought he was friendly, and you know how that goes in Rust.
It all figured out, knew which road I would go down, thought I could do it all on my own. Then you came around. When fate has its way and things fall into place, all the plans you made don't make sense anymore. Honey, I am sure love was a good detour.
I had my first real encounter with a player on that very, very low populated server.
I had the mountains on my mind.
I realized that I wasn't ready for playing with other people, and during the next over 100 hours I have been playing a lot on a PvE server. More specifically a PvE server called Griefer's Grave. That's a completely vanilla server with no mods, no zombies, no anything. I've just been playing around to learn how to play the game, how to build, how to move, how to craft items. I spent about 150 hours, as I said, completing, like, learning the game. What's magnificent and impressive about Rust is, even though I now have 150 hours under my belt, compared to about 5 or 6 hours as you've seen in this video, I feel like a complete noob and like the newest noob of all time. I have no real strategies, no idea what I'm doing, and what's exciting about Rust is, even though I've been played 150 hours, I've only just started playing the game. If you watched this far in the video, I hope you would consider giving it a like and maybe a comment along the way, some tips and some tricks to support me on my journey. I have 2 live streams VODs already on my channel about my progression on the PvE server. If you'd like to see that, then please head over to the channel. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Bye.